How do I recover momentum after a failed launch or setback? We've all been here. Okay, in fact, that was the story of my life this year. So, if you're in that situation and you just experienced a failed something, you've been working towards something, planning towards something, and then you launch and then it doesn't work, or you experience a setback, something that you did not expect just happened and it wasn't really positive. How do you bounce back? How do you recover? How do you not give up? Well, I think the first thing I want to just say is there is grace for you, right? That is not the end. That is not like the last bus stop. In fact, there's this saying I say a lot over myself, and I think it will really help you. And it's something I heard God tell me in a season where I had experienced a setback. I was believing God for a promise, and it didn't happen, at the time I thought it would happen. And then I felt like it was the end, like it's over, like your promise did not come to pass. That was what I was telling God. And then He was like, it's not over until it's over. I repeat, it is not over until it is over. So basically, it's not over until you win. It is not over until the promise of God comes to pass. It is not over until it is over. So let that just be the first thing that I have to tell you. Earlier this year, I experienced like a failed launch in terms of my book, or what you might consider a failed launch. But what that taught me is, do you know what? Come back, get, more concrete evidence, and relaunch again. So I'm going to relaunch again in 1 year time. I'm not against launches. I believe that you should, do your hard launches if you want, but don't take that negative feedback from the public as a testament to the fact that that is not what God told you to do. It may just be that it might not be the right time. It may just be that it might not have been done the right way, but it doesn't necessarily mean that that thing that you did wasn't necessarily like what God told you to do. So get that out of the way. Have grace for yourself. Start again, and remember that it is not over until it is over. So a good way to do this is just to ask God, how do we move on from here? God is gracious, He is faithful, He will tell you how to move on. And in the future, there will be a call in your spirit to try again, this time with more wisdom, with more clarity, with more strategy from God. And when you try again, you will see success, because it is not over until it is over. It is not over until you win. Follow for more content like this. See you tomorrow.